Than my thoughts can catch. Windows open wide and every signal starts to match. The noise that used to weigh me down begins shift. Like every little second's giving me a lift. I don't ask for clarity, I let it find me here. Breathing through the rhythm as the picture turns clear. Every step I take feels perfectly aligned. Nothing pulling sideways, nothing left behind. The beat keeps moving forward without asking why. And I move with it instead of letting moments pass me by. Time stretches out in the space between the sound. I don't need a reason, I just let it carry me now. The ground feels steady underneath my feet. Like everything ahead is ready when I reach. I don't need a rush, I don't need to know. I feel it starting and I let it go. We're up, yeah, we feel so alive. Hands in the air, let the moment ignite. No more waiting, no more maybe tonight. We're already shining in the light. Every face is passing by with stories I don't need. I stay inside the motion, following the speed. The rhythm keeps reminding me to trust the flow. Nothing forcing progress, still I'm moving through. The air feels lighter every second that I stay. Right here in this movement, nothing in the way. I don't chase the finish, I don't race the time. Everything I need is already in the line. The sound keeps opening the road ahead, and I follow where it leads instead. No countdown, no pressure in my head. Just one clear feeling pulling me up. We're up, yeah, we feel so alive. Hands in the air, let the moment ignite. No more waiting, no more maybe tonight. We're already shining in the light. Not a sudden jump, not a moment too high, just a steady rise as the minutes fly. Every little sound finds its place. I don't need a win, I just keep the pace. The world keeps turning wide and open, and I move inside it fully focused. We're up, yeah, we feel so alive. Hands in the air, let the moment ignite. No more waiting, no more maybe tonight. We're already shining in the light. We're moving forward, clear and bright. Everything's on, everything's right. Still moving forward, still breathing slow. Letting this feeling stay before I go. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ka-da-da, 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 go. Still moving forward, still feeling clear. Nothing pulling back, nothing holding here. Every sun around me falls in line. I'm already moving right on time. Right on time. The rhythm keeps rolling even when I stop thinking about it. Like my body figured out the timing before my head could doubt it. Every step feels lighter than it did a moment ago. Not because I changed direction, just because I let it flow. The noise that used to crowd my mind starts thinning now, replaced by a steady motion I can finally trust. I'm not chasing anything, I'm not trying to arrive. I'm just staying inside this movement that feels alive. The pace feels natural, nothing forced or tight. Like the road ahead is opening at exactly the right height. I notice how the seconds stretch instead of slipping past. How the present moment finally isn't moving too fast. The beat doesn't push me, it just stays close. Got in every step without asking for more control. I don't need signs telling me I'm doing it right. The feeling itself keeps everything aligned. Even the silence between the sounds feels clean. Like there's space now where pressure used to be. I don't look ahead, I don't fall behind. I stay right here where everything aligns. Still moving forward, still feeling clear. Nothing pulling back, nothing holding here. Every sound around me falls in line. I'm already moving right on time. Right on time. to read. I stay inside the rhythm and let the rest recede. The world keeps turning at its own speed, and somehow that's exactly what I need. There's no tension in the movement of my hands, no resistance in the ground where I stand. Every action connects without delay, like the moment itself knows the way. I don't rush the next step, I don't slow it down. I let the beat decide how far I go now. Time feels wider than it did before, not something I'm running from or running toward. The sound keeps filling in the empty space, turning motion into a comfortable pace. I stay within even when nothing changes, because the steady state is more than enough. There's clarity in repeating the same good feeling, letting it settle instead of asking for more meaning. Oh, no signal telling me to move faster or slow. I let the rhythm lead and I follow. Still moving forward, still feeling clear. Nothing pulling back, nothing holding here. Every sound around me falls in line. I'm already moving right on time. Right on time. Not a breakthrough moment, not a sudden high, just a consistent lift that doesn't ask why. Every sound fits easier than the last, and I stop measuring how much time has passed. There's comfort in knowing I don't need a peak, that this steady motion is already enough for me. I don't need the volume to rise to feel awake, I just stay right here and let the feeling stay. The longer I remain inside this flow, the more it feels like where I'm supposed to go. Breathing in slowly, letting the rhythm stay. Breathing out everything that gets in the way. No words needed, no signal to hear, just staying present while the sound stays near. Still moving forward, still feeling clear. Nothing pulling back, nothing holding here. Every sound around me falls in line. I'm already moving right on time. Right on time. Still moving forward, no need to decide. I stay with the motion and let it guide. The movement continues even when the song fades low, carrying this feeling wherever I go. Nothing to finish, nothing to prove, just staying inside the steady groove. Settling in now, everything's light. Nothing to push, nothing to fight. I find a rhythm that feels just right, moving along at an easy height. The sound feels smoother than it did before, not in a dramatic way, but in the kind of quiet shift that happens when I stop checking the time. Every thought that used to interrupt starts losing its urgency, turning into background noise instead of something I need to react to. I don't try to focus harder, I don't slow myself down. I just stay inside the movement and let it keep going. The pace feels natural enough that I forget I'm following it, like the next stretch of time is already taking care of itself. I notice how the space between the sounds begins to feel wider, how repetition stops being boring and starts being useful. The rhythm doesn't ask for attention or confirmation, it just remains steady, allowing everything else to line up around it. There's no signal telling me to adjust or correct, only a sense that staying here is already enough. I don't need more, I don't need less. I stay right here where it feels best. Settling in now, everything's light. Nothing to push, nothing to fight. I find a rhythm that feels just right, moving along at an easy high. The world continues at its own speed without asking me to match it, and for once that feels comfortable instead of distracting. My hands keep moving in a way that doesn't require thought, each small action connecting naturally to the next time. Doesn't feel like something I'm spending or saving, just something I'm moving through without resistance. I stop measuring progress by how much I've done and start noticing how consistent everything feels. The sound fills in the empty spaces without overwhelming them, creating a steady frame I can work inside. There's clarity in keeping things exactly this simple. No pressure telling me to go, I let the rhythm take control. noticing how the sound stays present. Breathing out without counting, letting the moment last a little longer. Settling in now, everything's light. Nothing to push, nothing to fight. I find a rhythm that feels just right. Moving along at an easy height. Settling in now, staying aligned. Letting the rhythm hold my time. The sound keeps going even when I stop listening for it. Carrying this calm forward without needing my attention. Locked in now, staying right here. Nothing too loud, nothing unclear. I settle into a steady line, letting the rhythm carry my time. The sound stays present without asking for attention. Not pulling me forward, not breaking my concentration. I don't need to react to every change in the pattern. The repetition itself becomes useful after a while. My thoughts stop jumping between unrelated things and start moving in a quieter, more organized way. The pace doesn't push me to hurry or slow down. It simply exists, allowing everything else to adjust around it. I notice how the background begins to feel intentional, like the sound is holding the space instead of filling it. There's no need to follow along or anticipate what comes next, because the consistency itself is what keeps me engaged. Even when my focus drifts slightly, it finds its way back, guided by the steady structure that doesn't demand effort. I don't need a signal to begin, I'm already inside the rhythm. Locked in now, staying right here. Nothing too loud, nothing unclear. I settle into a steady line, letting the rhythm carry my time. Locked in now, fully aligned, letting the rhythm manage the time. Oh, 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 letting the rhythm carry my time. Time starts to feel less divided into moments and more like a continuous stretch I can move through. My hands keep working without interruption, each small action connecting smoothly to the next. There's no pressure to speed up the process, cause the movement itself feels efficient enough. The sound doesn't compete with my thoughts, it supports them by staying consistent. I stop checking how far I've gone or what remains, and instead stay with the task that's directly in front of me. The rhythm repeats without becoming dull, because its predictability removes unnecessary decisions. The steady state holds my attention in place without requiring me to actively maintain it. No adjustment needed, no reason to change. I stay with the pattern as it remains. Locked in now, staying right here. Nothing too loud, nothing unclear. I settle into a steady line, letting the rhythm carry my time. Not a moment of excitement, not a rise or fall, just a controlled environment where focus feels natural. Every sound stays within its intended range, leaving room for thought without distraction. I don't need variation to stay engaged. This level balance is exactly what I need. The longer I remain in this consistent state, the easier it becomes to keep moving forward without effort. And the absence of change starts to feel like an advantage. Breathing evenly and staying with the repetition, letting the sound remain present without drawing in attention, allowing the moment to extend naturally. Locked in now, staying right here. Nothing too loud, nothing unclear. I settle into a steady line, letting the rhythm carry my time. Locked in now, fully aligned, letting the rhythm manage the time. Oh, 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 letting the rhythm manage the time. The sound continues even when I'm no longer aware of it, supporting my focus without asking for recognition. Oh, 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 oh. Staying right here, nothing to change, holding the pace, staying the same. The rhythm repeats without demand, keeping the moment steady at hand. The sound remains constant without asking for awareness, not introducing new ideas or shifting direction. It stays in place long enough to become familiar, and that familiarity removes the need to react. My attention no longer moves back and charges as it continues, turning into a smooth stretch rather than separate moments. My actions connect without interruption, each step following the last without effort. There's no pressure to speed things up because the movement already feels efficient. The sound stays present without becoming noticeable, creating a stable frame I can work within. I stop checking for variation or progress and instead stay with the process itself. The repetition becomes a tool rather than a limitation, allowing my attention to remain in one place. This steady state holds without effort, not asking me to maintain it consciously. The longer it continues, the more natural it feels. No adjustment needed, no signal to respond. I remain where the rhythm stays constant, staying right here, nothing to change, holding the pace, staying the same. The rhythm repeats without demand, keeping the moment steady at hand. Not a transition, not a shift, just a sustained balance that doesn't drift. Every sound stays within its expected range, eliminating the need to anticipate change. I don't wait for something new to happen because this consistency is already effective. The absence of variation reduces distraction, making it easier to remain engaged. This stable environment supports continued work without requiring attention or correction. Breathing evenly and remaining with the repetition, allowing the sound to continue without emphasis, letting the moment extend without change. Staying right here, nothing to change, holding the pace, staying the same. The rhythm repeats without demand, keeping the moment steady at hand. Staying right here, fully contained, letting the pattern remain unchanged. Sound continues in the background without interruption, supporting focus without needing acknowledgement. Fully in now, nothing to shift, holding the line, staying consistent. No signal change, no need to adjust, letting the rhythm do what it does. The sound continues without introducing anything new, remaining present long enough to stop feeling noticeable. There is no moment that asks for reaction or interpretation, only a steady structure that supports whatever I'm doing. My attention settles into a narrow and quiet range where small movements feel easier to repeat. The rhythm does not guide or lead, it simply stays in place, allowing everything else to align. There is no sense of progress or delay, only continuation that feels useful. I stop checking for variation or improvement because consensus in itself removes unnecessary decisions. The repetition becomes a stable reference point, something I can rely on without thinking about it. Even when my awareness drifts briefly, it returns naturally, guided by the unchanged pattern. Nothing pulls forward, nothing falls behind. Everything remains within the same range, no adjustment needed, no cue to follow. I remain where the rhythm stays level. Fully in now, nothing to shift, holding the line, staying consistent. No signal change, no need to adjust, letting the rhythm do what it does. Time no longer feels divided into sections, it stretches into a continuous and manageable flow. My actions connect without interruption, each step following the last without effort. There is no urgency asking for speed because the movement already feels efficient. The sound supports this state by remaining predictable, not competing for attention or emphasis. I no longer measure progress or distance, instead staying with the action directly in front of me. The repetition maintains a steady environment, making it easier to remain engaged without focus management. This state holds without conscious effort because nothing inside it required response or evaluation. No instruction given, no correction required. I stay with what remains.
continues without drawing attention, supporting focus as long as it is needed.
Light comes in, staying focused, nothing shifts, just a little open. I keep moving at the same pace with a bit more space in place. The sound feels slightly wider than before. Not louder, just easier to stay inside. Like a window opening without letting anything rush in. The rhythm remains consistent, but there's more room between the edges. My focus stays where it is while the atmosphere around it softens, allowing the work to continue without pressure. Nothing asks me to change direction. It simply feels more comfortable to stay here. I notice how this small sense of openness helps, not by adding energy, but by reducing the effort needed to stay engaged. The repetition remains predictable, yet it no longer feels enclosed. The balance shifts just enough to make the steady pace feel lighter without becoming distracting or new. No reset needed, no break required. I stay with the rhythm as it opens slightly. Light comes in, staying focused, nothing shifts, just a little open. I keep moving at the same pace with a bit more space in place. Time continues without friction, flowing forward in a smooth and usable way. My hands move with the same reliability, but the tension around them feels reduced. The sound's still a voice calling attention, yet it supports a more comfortable environment where staying present feels natural, not something I need to monitor. I don't look for a lift or a peak, I simply notice that the moment feels easier. The repetition continues to do its work, but now it carries a sense of air, making it simpler to remain consistent even as time extends further ahead. No signal telling me to change. I remain with the pattern as it breathes. Light comes in, staying focused, nothing shifts, just a little open. I keep moving at the same pace with a bit more space in place. Not a change in direction, not a rise, just a gradual easing of the space inside. Every sound stays within its familiar role, but the edges soften, allowing more flow. The subtle openness doesn't interrupt focus, it supports it by reducing pressure. The longer it remains, the more sustainable the concentration becomes, as if the environment itself is helping without asking for attention or response. Breathing evenly while the space feels wider, letting the rhythm continue without closing in, allowing the moment to remain open and usable. Light comes in, staying focused, nothing shifts, just a little open. I keep moving at the same pace with a bit more space in place. Light comes in, fully aligned, letting the rhythm manage the time. Sound stays present without enclosing, supporting focus while allowing space to remain. Clear and steady, staying aligned, nothing pressing, nothing behind. I move along without a break, letting the rhythm set the pace. The sound remains clear without becoming noticeable, present enough to support the moment, but never asking to be followed or interpreted. The rhythm stays consistent, allowing everything else to organize itself around it. My attention rests where it is placed without drifting forward or backward. The pace continues without friction, making it easier to stay with what I'm doing without checking how much time has passed. I notice how clarity comes from repetition, not from change or emphasis. The pattern holds its shape long enough to remove the need for adjustment. Even when small thoughts appear, they dissolve quickly into the background, because the structure underneath remains unchanged, providing a stable reference point. No shift required, no cue to respond. I stay with what continues, clear and steady, staying aligned, nothing pressing, nothing behind. I move along without a break, letting the rhythm set the pace. Time moves forward in a smooth, uninterrupted way, without dividing itself into moments that demand attention. My actions follow one another naturally. into luncheon. Da 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 da. The sound of voice calling focus to itself, yet continues to support the environment where remaining present feels effortless, not something that needs to be managed. I don't search for motivation or momentum because the consistency already provides both. The repetition becomes a quiet advantage, making it easier to continue without hesitation. The steady conditions stay usable even as the minutes extend further, holding everything in place without pressure. No signal to speed up or slow. I remain where the rhythm flows. Oh yeah, clear and steady, stay in a line, nothing pressing, nothing behind. I move along without a break, letting the rhythm set the pace. Oh, oh, oh. Not a lift, not a drop, just a balanced state that doesn't stop. Every sound stays within familiar boundaries, removing the need to anticipate changes. Consistency supports sustained attention by eliminating unnecessary decisions. The longer it continues, the easier it becomes to stay engaged as the environment itself works quietly to maintain focus. Breathing evenly while everything stays clear. Letting the repetition continue without effort. Allow a moment to remain uninterrupted. Clear and steady, stay in line. Nothing pressing, nothing behind. I move along without a break, letting the rhythm set the pace. Clear and steady, fully aligned, letting the rhythm manage the time. The sound continues in a calm and usable way, supporting focus for as long as it is needed. Da 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 da. Comfortable now, staying on track, nothing too close, nothing to drag. I move along with room to spare, keeping the rhythm light and fair. The sound feels familiar in a reassuring way, not repeating itself loudly, but staying dependable. There's no tension in the space around it, only enough structure to keep things moving smoothly. My focus doesn't feel narrow or tight. It rests comfortably where it is, allowing small adjustments without disruption, as if there's extra room built into the moment. Nothing presses forward, nothing needs to be avoided. I notice how the sense of margin helps me continue, not by adding energy, but by removing the feeling of being confined. The rhythm remains predictable, yet it leaves space for my attention to breathe. Even when I pause briefly, the pattern holds steady, making it easy to return without effort. No pressure building, no space collapsing. Everything stays usable. Comfortable now, staying on track, nothing too close, nothing to drag. I move along with room to spare, keeping the rhythm light and fair. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey, hey yeah, hey, time keeps moving without becoming noticeable, stretching forward in a calm and manageable way. My actions connect naturally with no sense of hurry or resistance. The sound continues to support this balance by remaining consistent, unintrusive, allowing me to stay engaged without needing to monitor my focus. I don't feel the need to adjust or optimize because the current state already works. The repetition feels less like a loop and more like a stable surface, something I can rely on as everything continues at a comfortable pace, holding steady without effort. No signal to tighten or release. I remain where it feels easy. Comfortable now, staying on track, nothing too close, nothing to drag. I move along with room to spare, keeping the rhythm light and fair. Not a change in direction, not a shift in tone, just a continuation that feels well balanced. Every sound stays within comfortable limits, avoiding extremes or sharp edges. This sense of ease supports longer focus by reducing the effort needed to stay present. The longer it continues,
continue without closing in, allowing the moment to stay comfortable, comfortable now, staying on track, nothing too close, nothing to drag. I move along with room to spare, keeping the rhythm light and fair, comfortable now, fully aligned, letting the rhythm manage the time. The sound remains supportive without pressure, carrying this comfortable focus forward. Take a breath now, clear the air, nothing heavy, nothing to wear. I reset the space just enough, keeping the rhythm smooth and soft. The sound feels a little lighter than before, not because it changed direction, but because there's more clarity in the space it holds. Like opening a window without stopping what I'm doing. My focus remains where it is, but the pressure around it eases slightly, allowing me to continue without resistance. Nothing demands attention, it simply feels easier to stay present. I notice how this small adjustment helps, not by creating excitement, but by removing the weight that slowly builds over time. The rhythm stays consistent, yet the atmosphere feels refreshed, as if the environment itself shifted, making the next stretch feel more manageable without asking me to slow down or speed up. No pause required, no need to step away, just a small reset along the way. Take a breath now, clear the air, nothing heavy, nothing to wear. I reset the space just enough, keeping the rhythm smooth and soft. Yeah. Time continues forward without interruption, but it feels slightly more open than before. My actions remain connected, yet the effort around them feels reduced. The sound continues to support this balance, staying present without becoming noticeable, allowing the work to continue without building unnecessary tension. I don't stop or change direction, I simply notice that continuing feels easier. The repetition regains its usefulness, now paired with a sense of freshness. This gentle shift is enough to carry focus forward without disruption. No signal telling me to stop or start, I stay with the rhythm as it refreshes. Take a breath now, clear the air, nothing heavy, nothing to wear. I reset the space just enough, keeping the rhythm smooth and soft. Not a restart, not a lift, just a subtle realignment. Every sound stays within its familiar range, but the clarity increases slightly. This gentle reset prevents fatigue by releasing pressure before it accumulates. The longer it remains, the more sustainable the concentration becomes, as if the environment was quietly adjusted to support continued attention. Breathing evenly while the space feels lighter, letting the rhythm continue without interruption, allowing the moment to reset gently. Take a breath now, clear the air, nothing heavy, nothing to wear. I reset the space just enough, keeping the rhythm smooth and soft. Take a breath now, fully aligned, letting the rhythm manage the time. The sound remains fresh without distraction, supporting focus as the work continues. Back to steady, staying alive. Back to steady, staying aligned. Nothing calling, nothing behind. I settle into a simple pace, letting the rhythm hold its place. The sound familiar balance. Not asking for recognition or response. It stays present in a way that feels intentional. Supporting the moment without shaping it. My focus no longer reacts to small changes. Because the environment remains consistent. The pace holds without pushing forward. Creating a reliable space to continue working. Nothing pulls attention away. Nothing needs to be resolved. I notice how stability itself becomes helpful. Not by creating interest, but by removing the need to adapt. The repetition feels neutral and dependable, making it easier to stay engaged. Even when time stretches further, there's no pressure building, only continuity that remains usable. No correction needed, no reason to adjust. I stay where everything holds. Back to steady, staying aligned. Nothing calling, nothing behind. I settle into a simple pace, letting the rhythm hold its place. Time continuous without emphasis, moving forward in a calm and manageable way. My actions remain connected without friction or urgency. The sound avoids drawing focus to itself, yet continues to support the process, allowing work to progress naturally without interruption or demand. I don't look for variation or signals because the current state remains affected. The repetition creates a stable frame that doesn't require attention to maintain. This steady environment holds, making it easier to continue without effort. No signal to change direction. I remain where the rhythm stays level. Back to steady, staying aligned. Nothing calling, nothing behind. I settle into a simple pace, letting the rhythm hold its place. Not a reset, not a shift, just a return to an even balance. Every sound stays within familiar boundaries, eliminating the need to anticipate change. This stability supports extended focus by keeping the environment predictable. The longer it continues, the more comfortable it becomes as consistency replaces the need for attention. Breathing evenly while the balance holds, letting the repetition continue without change, allowing the moment to remain steady. Back to steady, staying aligned. Nothing calling, nothing behind. I settle into a simple pace, letting the rhythm hold its place. Back to steady, fully contained, letting the pattern remain unchanged. The sound continues without interruption, supporting focus for the rest of the session. Holding the pace, staying in line. Nothing to rush, nothing to time. I remain where the rhythm stays, letting the moment extend its shape. Ah-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, the sound continues without introducing remaining present long enough to become part of the environment. There is no point that asks for reaction or interpretation, only a steady structure that supports whatever is happening. My attention rests within a narrow and quiet range, where repetition becomes functional rather than noticeable. The rhythm does not guide or encourage, it simply exists, allowing everything else to align around it. Time no longer feels segmented, but stretches into a continuous and manageable state. I stop anticipating changes or transitions, because the absence of them becomes useful. The repetition removes unnecessary decisions, making it easier to stay with the task at hand. Even when awareness drifts briefly, it returns naturally without effort, guided by the unchanged pattern. Underneath, this consistency holds without requiring confirmation. No signal to follow, no reason to adjust. pressure, not something to manage, but something to move through. My actions continue without interruption, each step following the last in a reliable sequence. The sound avoids drawing attention to itself, yet continues to support the environment, allowing focus to remain steady without asking to be monitored or maintained. I don't look for progress markers or endpoints, because the process itself remains effective. The repetition becomes a stable frame within which attention can stay comfortably. The sustained state bit reduces effort by eliminating the need for adjustment or evaluation, holding everything in place as time extends. No instruction given, no change required. I stay with what continued to change, holding the pace, staying in line, nothing to rush, nothing to time. I remain where the rhythm stays, letting the moment extend its shape. Not a reset, not a return, just a continuation that remains useful. Every sound stays within its expected boundary, removing the need to anticipate movement. The sustained balance supports long focus by keeping the environment predictable. The longer it continues, the more natural it becomes to remain engaged, as consistency replaces the need for awareness, allowing uninterrupted work to continue. Breathe in evenly while the pattern remains unchanged, letting the sound continue without emphasis, allowing the moment to extend naturally. The rhythm stays, letting the moment extend its shape, holding the pace, fully aligned, letting the rhythm manage the time. The sound continues without interruption or demand, supporting focus for as long as it is needed. Lifting a bit, feeling okay, nothing dramatic, just a good way. I keep moving calm and clear, letting the rhythm bring me here. The sound begins to feel a little more encouraging, not louder or faster, just more open in tone, like a reminder that things are going well enough without asking for celebration or reaction. My focus stays where it has been, but the atmosphere feels slightly brighter, allowing me to continue with more ease, as if the work itself feels lighter. Nothing pushes me to hurry, nothing pulls me away from the moment. I notice how the gentle sense of lift helps, not by changing what I'm doing, but by changing how it feels to keep going. The rhythm remains predictable, yet it carries a subtle sense of progress, making repetition feel less heavy, more like a quiet forward motion, something I can stay with comfortably. No need to stop or restart, I let the feeling rise just enough. Lifting a bit, feeling okay, nothing dramatic, just a good way. I keep moving calm and clear, letting the rhythm bring me here. Time continues without pressure, but it feels slightly more generous now. My actions remain consistent, yet the effort behind them seems reduced. Oh, the sound supports this state by staying stable while feeling lighter, making it easier to remain engaged without checking how much is left to do. I don't look for a peak or a finish, I simply notice that continuing feels better. The repetition regains a sense of usefulness, paired with a mild sense of optimism. This gentle lift is enough to carry focus forward without disruption. No signal asking for more. I stay with what's already working. Lifting a bit, feeling okay, nothing dramatic, just a good way. I keep moving calm and clear, letting the rhythm bring me here. Not a surge of energy, not a high point, just a gradual improvement in how the moment feels. Every sound stays within its familiar role, but the tone feels slightly warmer. Small lift supports continued focus by reducing the sense of effort. The longer it stays, firmly while the tone feels lighter, letting the rhythm continue without interruption, allowing the lift to remain inside.
Stretching a bit, feeling okay, nothing dramatic, just a good way. I keep moving calm and clear, letting the rhythm bring me here. Lifting a bit, fully aligned, letting the rhythm manage the time. The sound carries this gentle lift forward, supporting focus as the work continues. A little more light, nothing too strong, feeling okay as I move along. The rhythm stays clear, open and kind, making some room in the back of my mind. The sound feels brighter than it did a moment ago, not because anything changed, but because there's a clearer sense of space, like the air shifted slightly. My focus remains steady, yet the atmosphere around it feels warmer, allowing me to keep going with less effort. The rhythm continues to support this balance without pushing me forward or holding me back. Everything stays easy to manage. I notice how this added sense of light helps, not by demanding attention, but by making the moment feel less tense. The repetition remains predictable, yet it carries a subtle feeling of encouragement, making it easier. Stay present without watching the clock or measuring progress. The work continues comfortably. No rush building, no weight to carry. I stay with the flow as it opens. A little more light, nothing too strong, feeling okay as I move along. The rhythm stays clear, open and kind, making some room in the back of my mind. Time keeps moving without resistance, but it feels slightly more generous now. My actions stay connected, yet the effort behind them continues to fade. The sound maintains this open tone, staying consistent while feeling more positive, allowing focus to remain intact as the atmosphere supports continued work. I don't look for excitement or change, I simply notice that the moment feels better. The repetition regains a sense of ease, paired with a mild but steady optimism. This small increase in brightness is enough to carry attention forward without disruption. No signal asking me to do more. I stay where the rhythm feels good. A little more light, nothing too strong, feeling okay as I move along. The rhythm stays clear, open and kind, making some room in the back of my mind. Not a peak or a highlight, just a gradual clearing of the space around me. Every sound remains familiar, but the tone feels more open. This gentle brightness supports continued focus by reducing the sense of effort even further. The longer it stays, the more natural the forward motion becomes, as positive breeze settles in quietly without erupting concentration. Breathing evenly while the space feels brighter, letting the rhythm continue without pressure. A little more light, nothing too strong, feeling okay as I move along. The rhythm stays clear, open and kind, making some room in the back of my mind. A little more light, fully aligned, letting the rhythm manage the time. The sound carries this brightness forward, supporting focus as the session continues. Carrying it forward, staying the same. Nothing to finish, nothing to name. I move along without a sigh, letting the rhythm handle time. The sound continues in a way that feels familiar, not asking for attention or recognition. It stays present long enough to feel dependable, like something that has already proven it works. My focus remains where it has been, but the effort around it feels lighter, as if the work is settled into its own pace, no longer needing direction or adjustment. Everything moves without resistance, that itself feels complete.
attention to itself, stretching forward in a calm and manageable way. My actions remain consistent, supported by the same stable environment. The sound avoids calling focus to itself, yet continues to support the work, making it easier to remain engaged without asking how much remains. I don't prepare for an ending, cause the moment doesn't require one. The repetition feels settled, not as something repeating, but as something established, holding everything in place without effort. No change requested, no cue to respond. I stay where the rhythm continues, carrying it forward, staying the same. Nothing to finish, nothing to name. I move along without a sign, in the rhythm, handle time. Not a conclusion, not a pause, just a continuation that feels earned. Every sound remains within its familiar range, no longer needing to prove its role. This sense of completion supports longer focus by removing urgency and expectation. The longer it stays, the more natural it becomes to remain here, as forward motion feels optional, not required. Breathing evenly while everything remains settled, letting the sound continue without emphasis, allowing the moment to stay open, carrying it forward, staying the same. Nothing to finish, nothing to name. I move along without a sign, letting the rhythm handle time. I'm carrying it forward, fully aligned, letting the pattern manage the time. The sound remains steady without asking for closure, supporting focus as the moment continues. Nothing to rush, nothing to move, staying right here, staying smooth. No reason forward, no reason back, yeah. Letting the rhythm stay on track. The sound continues without suggesting progress, remaining present long enough to stop feeling intentional. There is no change that needs to be noticed, and no direction that needs to be followed. My attention stays where it landed, not because I am holding it there, but because nothing pulls it away. The repetition remove urgency, allowing actions to continue without evaluation. Time passes without asking to be counted. I stop checking whether anything is happening, because the absence of change becomes useful. The rhythm does not signal improvement or decline, it simply maintains a stable condition. Even when awareness drifts, it returns naturally without effort, guided by the unchanged structure underneath. Nothing requires response or confirmation. No cue to follow, no shift to prepare. I remain where everything stays level. Nothing to rush, nothing to move, staying right here, staying smooth. No reason forward, no reason back. Let them rush, let them rush, oh, let them rush. Time no longer feels like a sequence, but like a continuous surface. I move across, my actions repeat without resistance, each step connecting quietly to the next. The sound avoids creating landmarks, making it unnecessary to trick out of focus, remains present without effort, supported by consistency rather than motivation. I don't wait for anything to arrive, because continuing already works. The repetition becomes background infrastructure, something reliable and unnoticed. This state holds without needing attention, as nothing inside it changes enough to matter. Ooh.
stand quietly to rush, nothing to move. Staying right here, staying smooth. No reason forward, no reason back. Nothing to rush, fully aligned, letting the pattern manage the time. The sound continues without signaling an end, supporting focus without interruption. Still here now, nothing to close, no final moment, no need to pose. I stay with what remains in place, letting the rhythm slow the pace. The sound continues without asking to be remembered, present long enough to feel complete on its own. There is no signal marking an ending, and no pressure to stay or leave. My focus begins to loosen naturally, not because something changed, but because it no longer needs to hold. The rhythm remains steady, allowing the moment to settle without effort. Everything feels finished without stopping. I notice how this sense of quiet completion works, not by drawing attention, but by removing the need to continue. Repetition feels resolved, as if it has reached its intended shape. Even as it keeps moving, there is no urgency left, only a gentle permission to pause. No, no last step waiting, no cue to respond. I let the moment be enough, still here now, nothing to close, no final moment, no need to pose. I stay with what remains in place, letting the rhythm slow the pace. Time feels less structured than before, stretching softly instead of moving forward. My actions ease without stopping abruptly, finding a natural point of rest. The sound supports this release by staying consistent while feeling complete, allowing attention to drift without pulling it back. I don't decide to end the moment, simply arrives on its own. The repetition fades into familiarity, becoming part of the background. This soft landing holds without asking for recognition. No signal telling me it's done. I let the moment settle naturally. Still here now, nothing to close, no final moment, no need to pose. I stay with what remains in place, letting the rhythm slow the pace. Not an ending, not a release, just a gradual easing of attention. Every sound stays within comfortable limits, allowing focus to dissolve gently. This resolution doesn't interrupt, it supports a natural transition. The longer it remains, the clearer it becomes that nothing more is needed, as the moment completes itself quietly. Breathing out slowly as the space opens, letting the sound remain without direction, allowing the session to rest.